Welcome to the E-Commerce Maestro WordPress tutorial. This series of short 5 to 10 minute videos will take you through how to add and change the various pieces of your site. This site I made just for the tutorial, and you can see the actual site by going to ecommercemaestro.com and clicking on the site link in the menu, or just go to photolens.ecommercemaestro.com to go there directly. Now you may want to have a pen handy. First, let's talk about WordPress. What is WordPress? Well, WordPress is a program that runs the website. It's a program that is sitting on a server somewhere else connected to the internet, and the design that's on top of it is called a template. Think of WordPress like a sculpture, let's say of a castle. To make the castle, you need the clay and knives and other tools. The knives and the tools are WordPress. How the castle looks, that is the site design and the content that goes into it. So here I have already made you a basic castle. You've given me some content and all of the pieces of the castle are there. But it's your job to add the paint and the color and the furnishings. Now you have to stick with the basic castle design for now, but there are many ways that you can make the castle your own. So over this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to use the tools and give you the knowledge you need to customize the castle. And later I'll teach you how to get people to come to the castle so you can sell all of your souvenirs. Okay, so first we talk about the parts of the castle. We need to get the terminology down so we're all on the same page when we talk about this. In this lesson, I'm going to go over the home page, the part of the site that is really the most important. It's the place that everybody comes first, and it's the piece that catches the eye, and it immediately tells them whether they want to stay on the site or try to go somewhere else. Now all of you should have a site that looks similar to this. This design comes from a template. Templates are the greatest part of WordPress. What made WordPress become so popular because people that didn't know how to program are still able to create websites. So what we have done here is to customize a template so that it works in a way that is easy to teach but still looks great, and still has enough pieces that you can change to make the site work for you. Hopefully, when you are done with all of these tutorials, you will have enough knowledge to not only add and change what's here, but to go to another template if you so desire. Do understand, E-Commerce Maestro is not a large organization. Only a handful of people will have this template, so don't think that this template design is fluttering around the internet. It actually is fairly unique, and since it's good looking, you should get some great traction when people start coming to the site. Okay, so let's get going. Let's look at the different parts of the site. At the top, you see a gray area, and there are a few things in this area. The first is the logo. On the other side, you see the search. The search is a typical search. You can put in any number of keywords and find things throughout the site, and that'll become much more important as you start to get more content into your site. Now I want to say something about these menu items, our store and the photo blog. For our purposes, the menu items are called pages. There are various ways to put content into a WordPress site. There are pages, there are posts, there are portfolios. Some people have items called projects, and of course there are pictures and videos and all of these other things. I want you to think of Pages as the place that holds other content. Now that content could be a video or just text about you or pictures. That's different from a post, which also holds pictures and videos, but a page also holds posts. So let me show you. Let's look at our store. I've made 3 different categories of lenses that we sell within the store: Nikon, Canon, and other. If I click on our store, I get the page, and within the page are all of the products that I'm selling at the store. Now let's say I was to go to the photo blog, which is a blog. Blogs are a series of articles, and we're going to talk a lot more about the kinds of blog articles that you should be putting in, because that's one of the ways that you will drive people to your site and get Google and other search engines to know that you exist. Now, on the blog page, I have one article. If I was to go into this, you see an article with some pictures, my dog. On the right side, we have an area that we can put other things into, and I'm leaving that mostly blank now because I want to put things into it later to show you how. If we go to About Us, here we're just putting in text. Okay, underneath that we have what we call the slider. Now the slider can have anything that you want for a picture and any kind of text on the other side. They go together. They're called slides. I've chosen to do more descriptive items. So we have the expertise, a welcome message, but it really can be anything you wanted. If you wanted this to be a series of products that you sell, you can do that as well. Underneath that, we have what's called the featured items. There are 4 featured items. I have chosen to put these in. I think they work best, but you will be able to change them. As we go down, we see a few more things. On the left side, we see the latest blog posts. On the right side, we see testimonials, and I've just put something in there. We can add real testimonials, or we might be able to change that to something else. There's a small search bar that we have under there, which can also be changed. That area is called a widget, and widgets are little programs. They could be a search, it could be the most recent posts, it could be a calendar, any number of things, and we'll talk about that later. And then the area to the right of that is intended to be used to list some of the clients that you might have. Initially, because we're just starting and we have no clients, I've chosen to use the "We Use Amazon" moniker. And of course, at the end is the latest products. I've only put in 8 products onto the site because it's not a real site, just to give you an idea of what's going on. And I've set it up so that the 8 products scroll. You can have as many latest products as you want in the scroll. So that's it for now. So if you're feeling a little confused, don't worry. Just keep going, and I assure you it'll all come together